a quiet village on the edge of a green valley, there lived an old woman named Eleanor. She had silver hair that shone in the sun. Her back was bent, but her smile was always straight and warm. Deep lines filled her face, each one telling a story of time. Her eyes were bright, like morning dew. People often wondered how someone so old could look so peaceful. Eleanor lived alone in a small wooden cottage. The cottage stood beside a great old oak tree. Every morning, birds gathered in its branches. Eleanor liked to sit beneath the tree and listen to them sing. Her husband had passed away many years ago. She never had children of her own. Still, she never felt alone. She said, the village itself was her family. The villagers worked hard every day. Some farmed the fields, some fixed shoes and furniture. Others sold fruit and bread in the small market. Life in the village was simple, but life was not always easy. Some years the rain came too late. Crops dried in the fields. Money became scarce. Worry filled many homes. Eleanor saw these worries clearly, yet she never let sadness live in her heart. She greeted everyone with kind words. She always had time to listen. People often stopped by her oak tree. They came not for food, but for comfort. One afternoon, a young woman named Clara arrived in tears. Her clothes were worn. Her hands were shaking. She sat heavily beside Eleanor. Clara's husband had gone to the city for work. Months had passed with no message. Her children were hungry. Fear filled her nights. Eleanor gently placed a hand on Clara's arm. She waited until Clara could breathe again. Tell me, what hurts? Eleanor said softly. Clara spoke of worry and loneliness. She spoke of empty cupboards. She spoke of sleepless nights. Eleanor listened without interruption. Then she smiled. The smile was slow and gentle. Clara, she said, where do your thoughts live? Clara looked confused. They live in fear, she whispered. Eleanor nodded. Thoughts are seeds, she said. What you plant is what grows. Clara wiped her eyes. My world is already dark, she said. Eleanor pointed to the sky. Clouds were drifting slowly. Light broke through them. Neither should it own your mind. Eleanor told Clara a story of her youth. She spoke of losing her home in a storm. She spoke of sleeping hungry. Then she spoke of choosing hope. Hope did not change my past, she said, but it shaped. Clara listened closely. The wind stirred the leaves above them. Something inside Clara felt lighter. Each morning, Eleanor continued, thank life for one small thing. It can be light. It can be breath. It can be your children's laughter. Clara nodded slowly. She stood and hugged Eleanor. I will try, she said. Eleanor smiled again. The bird sang louder. Clara walked home with a steadier step. The next morning, Clara thanked the sun. She thanked the air. She thanked her children's smiles. Each day, she worked with new strength. Weeks later, a letter arrived. Her husband had found work. Money was on the way. Clara cried, but this time with joy. She ran to the oak tree. Eleanor listened and closed her eyes in gratitude. News of Eleanor's wisdom spread. People came from nearby towns. ones. They brought heavy hearts. They left with lighter ones. Eleanor never claimed to fix problems. She only taught people how to face them. Seasons changed. Years passed. The oak tree grew wider, and Eleanor's quiet light continued to shine. Moral: when we change our thinking, we change the way we face life. Hope does not erase problems, but it gives us the strength to overcome them.